Ortiz is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0 from the stretch.
Ball.
And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1.
One strike.
From the belt, the pitch.
That's the ball.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
And that's 2 free passes in the third inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
So coming to the plate, Royce Phillips. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the dirt here. No movement on base. It's ball 1. Two down, runners at first and second. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The set and the 2-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Ready with the 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fouled away. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Benny Gutierrez.
Gutierrez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Gutierrez was born in Panama. This is his second year as a major leaguer. And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball 2. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Now the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location. So a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate, Andre Harris. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Here's another 0-2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Tried to get him to bite on that curveball, but no luck. It'll be interesting to see what he goes with now with the count even at 2-2.
Now a swing as he stays alive as this is fouled back right off the catcher's arm. Ready with another 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jalen Jones.
So digging in now, Jalen Jones. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. At the plate, Ian Fatty.
Leading off for Hawaii, the catcher, Ian Fatty.
First pitch on its way.
Ball.
And that misses, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Carlos Cruz is on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Skied into straightaway right. McCrary is underneath this one, and he puts it away for the first out.
Now back, right fielder, Carlos Cruz.
At the plate, Carlos Cruz. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two and 2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Full count. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Sometimes you get lucky in this game. I don't think pitch recognition-wise he would choose to swing at that exact pitch. But you know what? Sometimes result is the only thing that matters.
Stepping in now, Buster Black. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 home misses for the second ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gutierrez is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the center fielder, Dan Bush.
Digging in the switch hitter, Dan Bush. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball just missed above the zone. A runner on first with 2 away. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Sterling is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Stepping up now, Harold Harmon. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Harold Harmon.
Pitch on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. That's wide, 2-0.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch is outside for a ball.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Grounded to short. He's got it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we see that these guys are currently 2nd in the AL in that department. Stepping into the box, Scott Sterling. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. To short. Scooped up. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
The batter on the first, second baseman, Homer Webster.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Homer Webster. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
1-0.
Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside.
No strike.
Now the 2-0. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And oh, not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now. Liner towards second, but this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Now in the box, Jimmy Jr. comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Jimmy Jr.
First pitch of the at bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
1-1.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. The 1-2.
2-2. No.
2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
The third baseman.
Well, he hit that one pretty well all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there because that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Into the box now, Javier Tejada, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. Runner in scoring position here already following the ground rule double. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. Three and 0 now. A runner at second, nobody out. Three and 1 the count now. Again, another foul ball. Another one sent foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. Line to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Number 1.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball. But I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
Andrew Engel comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Into the box, Trueno Tuiasosopo. As he'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 home misses, ball 2. Now the 2-0 home finds the zone, strike 1.
2-1.
All even now, 2-2. He's set, now the pitch. There's a line drive, base hit to left field. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the play. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Digging in once again, Craig Ortiz. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And before a first pitch to the plate, the move to first. And the runner back. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. And yet another throw over. A dive, but he's back. From the stretch. Runners going. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. A 1 count. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Jones over to his left. 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 25, Royce Phillips.
Now at the plate, Royce Phillips. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Two out with the man at first. Runners off for second. Strike taken, the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. A ball and 2 strikes now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. The Tropics lead this one 2-0. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Titus Diggs. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Two balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Jake McCreary.
Now batting, Chase McCrary, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
In now, Freddie Ordonez. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Grounded to the right. Reined in to second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Standing in, Benny Gutierrez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Just off the inside corner with the sinker ruled a ball. Ground ball left side. Throw on the second for the force, and the side is retired. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and now it'll be the catcher, Ian Fatty.
The catcher, Ian Fatty.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball one.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
The 1-0. Bends into the zone for a strike. Now a slurve is looked at here for strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them. Drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment. Able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
So now to the plate, Carlos Cruz, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play.
The batter, number 19.
At the plate, Buster Black. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Levi.
2 out, nobody on. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
To 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hits this one hard the other way. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
To the plate now, Dan Bush, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, shortstop, Jimmy Jr.
At the plate now, Jimmy Jr. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And he'll look at a slurve in for strike 1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Hit back up the middle. A dive. He's got it to first. It's late. He's safe. An exceptional effort comes up just short, and now the bases will be loaded.
Hey, that's a heck of a job by the shortstop right there for him to range, at least get to that ball and show his pitcher with a diving stop. He's willing to get dirty all day long. Wasn't able to complete the play, but the effort was there.
Stepping in now, Javier Tejada. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Last time through was a base hit. Comes set, the 0-1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And there's ball 2 now.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
The set and the 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. High and deep to right. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. 2 runs have scored. The runner from first crosses the plate. Now a 5-0 lead. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with a good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
Maurice Matthews gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Into the box now, Bueno Tuiasosopo. Ball 1 to start the at-bat.
No strike.
From the belt, the pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Inside corner called a strike 1-2. Three runs already home here. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. Hawaii is on top here, 5-0. Leading off the inning, Andre Harris, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
The 2-0. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
That's an awesome 12-6 hook right there. Look at the depth, spin rate, nasty downward tilt on that pitch.
Here now the 2-2. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Pitch on the way. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here's another 2-2.
Count is full. 3-2.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Well, when you're winning a game this late, the last thing you want to do is give the other team some hope, and that's what this error does. They have a base runner and a chance to make some noise now.
Runner at first following the error. And next will be the speed threat, Jalen Jones. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
The 0-1 pitch.
No.
There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. And the runner scores all the way from first as they try and chip away at that deficit.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Now time called here as the manager pops out of the first base dugout, and a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. Tired a bit as he reached the 7th, but he's got a shot at the victory if his bullpen can help him out. Kermit Timmons comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. At the plate, Harold Harmon, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. No one out with a runner at second. Fastball called strike. 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Standing in now, Scott Sterling, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
1 out and a runner on second base. And you'll watch the fastball miss down low. It's 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone, so he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Digging in to try it again, Homer Webster. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. In the dirt. Goes to third with it. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
The 2-2.
No.
Titus Diggs, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Soft liner towards short. Throw will be to first for the second out, but meanwhile another run is in to score.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with lead in hand, you'll definitely trade it out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
Digging in, Titus Diggs. Here's the first pitch to him.
No, that's the ball.
The 1-0 home.
Ball.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
2-0 count. Here it comes.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
Two outs here with a runner at third. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And he fouls this one off. Popped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. Timmons will put this one away, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on just 1 lone hit, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Tropics are out on top, 5-2. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Craig Ortiz. First delivery to him on the way. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder coming on. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The first baseman, number 25.
Into the box now, Royce Phillips. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Here comes the first pitch. Ready with the 0-1. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And that's the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Ian Fatty.
In now, Ian Fatty. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Here it comes.
No. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Here now the 2-2. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Pablo Quintana has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Quintana.
Digging in now, Chase McCrary. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Chase McCrary.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Up, ball.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Ball 2 now.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
The 2-0 on the way.
No. 3 balls, no strike.
Three and 1 to him now. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good take there will nut him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Freddie Ordonez. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch of the at-bat.
3 ride. 0-1.
Oh and 1 count and the pitch.
Ball.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now a throw over to first, and he's back standing. The 1-2. Line drive base hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And they've really got something going here. Runners at 2nd and 3rd to start the inning.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. So now to the plate, Benny Gutierrez. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, on the mound, he hasn't looked comfortable since the moment he came in out of the pen. Just not fluid with his delivery at all.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy's been struggling to find the zone, and you might have just bailed him out.
The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 5-3 ball game.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get one knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You have kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
Andre Harris is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Stepping up to the plate, Jalen Jones. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
2-0 now. Quick check on that tying run at first. Runner's back. 2-0 count, the pitch. This one's down to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1 away now. Donovan Oliver will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Donovan Oliver.
Standing in, Harold Harmer. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
First pitch on its way. And that misses for ball 1.
There are a couple points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series and maybe even the whole week ahead.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. 2-1 the count. As a look, now the pitch. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He grabs it, but the tying run is going to try for third. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
Now back, left field. Josh Thornley.
Striding in once again, Scott Sterling, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And the runner's coming home. The bunt attempt is popped up. Fetty is there to make the catch, and a great job of pitching as they strand the potential tying run at third. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Hawaii leads this one 5-4. Tristan Quinn has come into the ball game now as he takes over as the new third baseman. Digging in, Carlos Cruz.
Leading off for Hawaii, the right fielder, Carlos Cruz.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1. Now here's the pitch.
Ball.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Line drive to left. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think that he had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
To the plate now, Buster Black, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. And in a 5-4 game, let's give you a look at the starter comparison to see how these 2 guys stack up against one another. Ready once again, Dan Bush. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
This catcher has an elite arm, but when you get that great of a jump at first base, it makes it a lot easier to steal second.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Well, the good news is this guy can really dial it up and let it fly. The bad news is sometimes he overthrows it and has absolutely no idea where it's going. He's in a little bit of a trouble, so we'll see if he can work his way out of this.
Striding into the box, Jimmy Jr. From the stretch.
Well, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
First and second now, one man out. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Runners are at first and second with one away. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Jones takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Javier.
Coming to the plate now, Javier Tejada. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder giving chase, and no one will track it down. Two men are on with two men out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
High and deep to right center. Center fielder giving chase. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Austin Farmer comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Homer Webster.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. The 0-1 runs up and gets this one down. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now back, designated hitter, Titus Diggs.
Ready now, Titus Diggs. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Fouled off.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Skied into straightaway right. Cruz back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone.
The right fielder, number 6. Jake McCreary.
Now at the plate, Chase McCreary, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball.
Two and 0 now. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 2-1 pitch. And now a crowd reported at over 28,000 rise to their feet. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Into the box, Tristan Quinn, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Comes set, the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
2 out here and a runner at second. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4 the final tally. Hawaii jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. David Martinez takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Buster Robinson was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Austin Farmer closes the door for the save, his 9th of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the visitors, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 12 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.